Hi YouTube friends, today we're going to talk about the top 5 blues albums. Okay, I'm going to focus on guitar of course, and I have my Ashbody Blackguard Telecaster here. And why 5 I mentioned before, I'm hoping to be able to introduce hopefully a new album or a new player to some of the viewers, and in hopes that they can go and check out more of their work. So I don't want to focus on a long list. I want to focus on just 5, and I'm going to go chronologically. Okay, so let's start. The first album is an album by Freddy King, and it's an instrumental album. Although Freddy King was a good blues singer, he has great technique. And I'm also going to talk about each player, the guitar that they played, and a characteristic of their sound, and also who they have influenced. Okay, so Freddy King is an instrumental album. It has 2 hit songs here, San Jose and Hideaway. Stevie Ray Vaughan played Hideaway, and so did Clapton. Many more people did. And Freddy King influenced Clapton, like I said, influenced Peter Green, influenced Stevie Ray Vaughan. He's photographed here with a gold top Les Paul here in this album with P90 pickups for those of you that are into guitar gear. And this is great. It's instrumental. I think of the blues players, he is one of the most proficient technically. I mean, these songs he plays instrumentally and he sounds fantastic. This is a 1961 album. I'm going to go chronologically in these albums, okay? 61 is hard to get on vinyl, so I have it on CD, and I ordered it from Japan. It's a hard to get album. Okay, the next album, this is easy to acquire if you wanna. It's a 1965 album recorded in November of '64, live at the Riga, B.B. King. This is considered one of the best blues albums of all time. B.B. King's characteristic called trademark is his vibrato, and his phrasing is beautiful, of course, but B.B. King is known by his vibrato, and of course his guitar Lucille was a Gibson ES-335 without F-holes. And what else I can say about B.B. King? Well, he influenced people like Carlos Santana, Billy Gibbons from ZZ Top, Larry Carlton, Jeff Beck. Those are all players that are stated that been influenced by B.B. King. Okay, let's move on to the next album, my 1966 album by Eric Clapton. Okay, this album has been known as the Beano album because Clapton is reading a Beano magazine here, but this album has been very influential for a lot of rock musicians, particularly people that claim to be influenced by Clapton. Of course, Van Halen was influenced by Clapton, and also Jimmy Page, although they're contemporaries, was very influenced by Clapton, he said, and also, people like Joe Satriani. It was a lot of 70s guitars. This album influenced a whole generation of these electric guitar blues, players, okay? This album is by blues players John Mayall with Eric Clapton. So John Mayall had a lot to do with it. But I want to focus on Clapton. One of the things that I want to mention for sure here, Clapton played a Les Paul, but also he played through a Marshall. So this Les Paul through a Marshall combination has been something that it's been through the history. Slash from Guns N' Roses, Les Paul through a Marshall. Led Zeppelin, Jimmy Page, Les Paul through a Marshall. So this combination here, it started something that many rock players have latched on to, which is using a Marshall amp with a Les Paul guitar. So this very influential 1966 Blues Breaker album. Okay, my next album is an album by Albert King called Born Under a Bad Sign. And Albert King was known for playing a Flying B guitar, which I don't have here, and for his bending, heavy bending. He played a Flying B. This is a 1967 album, and it features Booker T and the MGs, and also the Memphis Horns. Okay, but like I was saying about Albert King, he's known for playing a guitar left-handed. So I'm gonna do the reverse. I have a right-handed guitar, and I'm gonna play it like him, So the strings are upside down, you see. So my high E string is here, so he will bend down. He will grab the string and bend down, So he played the guitar the other way. He didn't change the string, he just switched it, without changing the strings. So he's known by his heavy bending. He's known for playing the Gibson SG, like I mentioned, Flying B, sorry. And he influenced people like Clapton, Michael Bloomfield, Jimi Hendrix, and Stevie Ray Vaughan, heavily influenced by Albert King. There's even a concert you can watch it on YouTube with Albert King and Stevie Ray Vaughan playing blues. Okay, and then my last album is an album that I really think is great, by Robert Cray. Robert Cray is a great blues player. He's photographed here with the Sunburst 1957 Stratocaster. Right here, you can see the guitar here in the back too, picture of the band. And this is a 1986 album, sorry, and it sold by 95, it sold 2 million copies. Robert Cray is known for a mixture of R&B, blues, and soul. So not all of the songs here are like typical, 12-bar blues or things of that nature. There's a blend of R&B and soul, and his guitar sound is very distinctive. He got that Strat, and is known for having a clean guitar tone, often described, I got my notes there, as bright and articulated with a definite twang. So yeah, he's not a flashy, none of these players are super flashy, they're just playing with a lot of feeling, and not a lot of players necessarily have said that Robert Cray has influenced them, like, for example, Clapton. People cite Clapton a lot, of course, B.B. King, Albert King, and Freddy King, the three kings. But Robert Cray is a great player. You can check out, there's a lot of YouTube of him. Fender even makes Robert Cray model Stratocaster. So he's very reputable, and to me, he's one of the great blues figures of the 80s. I know Stevie Ray Vaughan was also around in the 80s, but I had to focus on 5 players, so I didn't get a chance to put Stevie. So going again, we had Robert Cray with the 1986 album. Then we have 1967 Albert King. Then we had 66 Blues Breaker, John Mayall featuring Eric Clapton. Then we have B.B. King live at the Regal, 65, and then the 61 Freddy King album. This is a great album. Freddy King was the last of the three kings that I got into, but so I heard Hideaway by Stevie Ray and Eric Clapton before, But Freddy King's a great player. I think technically he is very advanced for this era. He played a mixture of Chicago and Texas blues, and very prolific in my opinion. Okay, so there you go. There you have it. Top 5 blues albums. Hope you enjoy these. Check them out on YouTube or Amazon Music. And we'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.